Do you have an elementary schooler or even a middle schooler whose behavior is fine at school but not so fine at home? Well, the reason is they're probably screaming for scaffolding. Stay tuned, I'm going to explain what that is and how to create that to help improve behavior at home.
That's the name they gave me.
Hi, I'm Ryan. I'm a licensed clinical social worker, school social worker, certified ADHD clinical services provider, and my most important job is I'm a father to a son with ADHD. So often kids with ADHD have a hard time tolerating boredom. And usually this happens when they're at home because there's not the same structure at home that there is at school. So that's why I often hear about kids behaving fine at school, but when they're at home, they're antagonizing their siblings a lot, or they're doing things to irritate their parents, or they're just causing some kind of trouble. The reason why is when they're bored, they can't visualize what to do with themselves. So what we have to do is we have to create scaffolding around them to help limit options and help them figure out what they should be doing. I teach a strategy for this in Scaffolding Better Behavior and Self-Confidence, my parent behavior training program in the ADHD Dude membership site. So I'm going to give you a little overview right now. Essentially, what you have to do at home is help structure their time by limiting their options. So let's say that, you know your son can handle, keeping himself busy for 30 minutes. So you say, okay, from 5 o'clock to 5:30, your choices are A or B. Don't say go find something to do because that doesn't work. That's too abstract. When you say go find something to do, that doesn't help activate their nonverbal working memory or what I call future thinking skills. So when we give them actually some choices, then what that does is it helps them to imagine themselves doing that. And by limiting the options, it makes it much easier to make a decision. Now, for some younger kids, we often have to incentivize good behavior during these unstructured times by having them work towards something. Keep in mind the time horizon for kids with ADHD, which is the amount of time they can visualize in the future, is rather short, so that incentive has to happen pretty quickly. So again, what you want to do here is create scaffolding, limit options by giving 1 or 2 things that they can do for that time, be realistic about the amount of time they can spend at that activity, and if necessary, incentivize good behavior with a small tangible reward they can get for getting through that period without causing any problems. Right now, stay tuned for more videos from my behavior and executive function playlist so you can be empowered with strategies to help your son or daughter reach their full potential and not be living in your basement at 30. Take care.